Hey, what's up, guys? This is the Ramblin' Man, and today you are watching Team Deathmatch on Firing Range. And I decided to upload this particular gameplay because I am actually sniping in this gameplay for the first time in Black Ops. Well, this isn't literally the first time I sniped in Black Ops, but this is the first time I'm uploading it because for a long time it was really difficult to get solid gameplay that was still exciting to watch with snipers, because the only way you could really do well with snipers is being very, very passive with them, and just not you pretty much in the early sniping in Black Ops you had to be a very traditional sniper in that you couldn't be aggressive at all. You had to sit still and not like rush at all, because there was nothing you could do at anything less than very far range with the snipers. But they have since patched them. They've slowly been bringing them up through a series of patches over the last couple of months, and they're starting to get, they're sort of where they're not as good as any of the other Call of Duties, I would say. I've played 4, 5, and 6, but I wouldn't say that they're at that point yet, but they're definitely usable now. They're just really difficult because they no longer have the randomness in the, when you zoom in, it's no longer random, but the scope still does have a sway. So you've kind of got to, once you get practiced with it, you can sort of judge the sway a bit, because there is sort of a pattern to it. It might just be an imaginary pattern in my head, but it does feel like once you've used it enough, you can get a feel for it, and you've just sort of got to play the sway a little. And so that's sort of the, I guess practice is the key to the to success with these snipers, because it's just really going to take a steady hand. And even now, you can't be as proficient with them as you could in like Modern Warfare 2 or even Call of Duty 5 or 4, but it's definitely much easier. I have seen a couple of people running around using them really aggressively, and some people are actually quite good at it, because like I said, you can sort of play this way, and if you get the rhythm for it, you can actually do really good. But it's, the people tend to do what's easiest, and that's why there were so many novice snipers in Modern Warfare 2, because it became much easier. I'm not going to say it was easy, but it was much easier than it had been before. And so that's why there was novice snipers. It wasn't easy, it was just easier than it had been. So people found it as a good time to try to get into sniping. So it's not like it's their fault, like it's not bad or anything. It's just the way it is. It was a time for people who wanted to try sniping, and there was an influx of inexperienced snipers. So I imagine the snipers who were dedicated, collateral, the snipers who were dedicated and had been sniping for a couple of years probably felt a little perturbed that sniping had become so kind of watered down. Although I doubt they minded too much, just because they just got to kill everybody. But it's kind of funny that I'm just uploading a sniping gameplay now, because in Modern Warfare 2, I bet you 80% of all my games I played in Modern Warfare 2 were primarily or solely with the sniper, because I just found it so much fun. Because I sniped a lot in World at War. I didn't snipe as much just because like it wasn't as easy in World at War. It took a lot more skill, and World at War was my first Call of Duty. So obviously I did stick with the submachine guns, just because I was not at all good at the game. I think my KD in World at War was, I want to say, maybe 0.8. It was awful. I was effing terrible in World at War, but I still think World at War was a shit ton of fun, and I would go back to that in a second. Even mentioning it, I think after this I might go back and play it a bit, just because it's got me all nostalgic now. I'm all choked up. I might start crying. Might have to pause the recording a bit just to let the tears out a bit, sob a bit. Anyways, as I was saying, it's kind of funny that I'm just uploading a sniper gameplay now, because when I first considered uploading videos to YouTube, it never even crossed my mind of uploading really any videos to YouTube except for sniping, because that's all I really did. Because when I discovered, I had been sniping when I discovered all this like quick scoping and YouTube and whatnot, because when I got Call of Duty 5, I didn't realize that there was such a big deal over it. I just thought, oh, it's a fun game that people play casual. I didn't realize there was such a big industry built just around this one function in one game. But so when I discovered that, I just dove right into it. So I sucked a lot of ass in Call of Duty 5, and by the end of Modern Warfare 2, I was starting to get a little proficient with snipers. Now in Black Ops, if I'm against good players, I can't usually do as well as I am here. But as you can see, if I'm against players who aren't maybe as skilled, I can have a reasonable degree of success, just because I have played Call of Duty enough that I can play this way a bit. But it's definitely easier than it was, because I could not stand sniping when Call of Duty Black Ops first came out, just because it was just, they'd gimped it in every way possible. So after I rambled away the 5 minutes, that's the game. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to get another video out to you guys soon. Bye.